Good evening, everybody. Okay, we're going to make a start. We're a couple of minutes late, but firstly, I just want to say thank you all for coming. I'll be honest, we did wonder whether we should carry on doing this tonight, but we decided it was important that we did. We're all horrified by the attack on members of Manchester's Jewish community in Crumpsall today, and that it should take place on Yom Kippur is especially sickening. Our thoughts are obviously with those who've been killed, those who were injured, their loved ones, and everyone who's been affected. And before going on with tonight's event, I'd like us to take a moment to stand in silent respect for those who've died. Thank you, everybody. We're standing in solidarity with Manchester's Jewish community, our friends and our neighbours in and around Crumpsall. We're grateful to those who work in our emergency services for the rapid response, and to all those who are supporting today and will provide support in the weeks to come. There's an ask from Greater Manchester Police that I would really like to share, because I do think it's particularly important. Their statement is that they're aware of images and videos circulating from the scene and on social media, and are urging people, please do not share or view images online. If you have any information, share it directly with GMP. But obviously, we know that there is a big concern about how this is going to feed reaction in communities. It's a concern for us at MAC and for all of our colleagues across the sector. We'll be worried about how this reaction unfolds over the coming days. We'll know that there will be some people who will seek to exploit this violence to deepen the fear, hatred, and division that they seek. We must not, and we will not let that happen. That is not who we are in Manchester. So, in taking the decision to carry on tonight, part of what we felt it was important to do, because we were going to do this anyway, was to share all the amazing stories about people who believe that life in our city can be better for everybody and are doing something about it. That's what the Spirit of Manchester Awards has always been about. And it felt like tonight, that's something we should particularly celebrate. The positives, the good sides of our communities in Manchester. So, now that we've marked that moment, with respect and appreciation for everybody who's going to be involved in a lot of very difficult and challenging work over the coming weeks, it's my very great pleasure to welcome you to an evening of celebration of Manchester's incredible volunteers, charities, community groups, faith communities, and social enterprises. We're going to show you a brilliant, positive story about this city tonight. My name's Mike Wild. I'm the Chief Exec of Manchester Community Central, or as you may know us better, MAC. And MAC is a charity, and our purpose is simply Manchester. Our job is to help make more good stuff happen in this amazing city. So we support and encourage and celebrate all this work that's done by amazing 4,000 local voluntary community and social enterprise organisations. I might mention the phrase VCSE sector a few times this evening. We help set up new groups, develop the existing organisations, find funding and resources, and encourage and cajole and support and sometimes challenge all of that stuff. We help local people be active in their communities. We run the city's volunteer centre. We bring local organisations together to collaborate with the City Council, the NHS, with businesses, all of the people in this room from all sorts of different organisations and partners, because MAC is a membership organisation. We're a network of all of this stuff. It's beautifully complicated and messy, and there's no way of drawing a diagram that covers it all. But it's all about all of us working together to be an active force for good in Manchester, an influential and inspiring voice in the life of the city. That's the stuff we're celebrating tonight, that social action that's going on around us all of the time. It's like the air. You don't realise it's there, we take it for granted, but if you've ever been to a park in Manchester, it's probably looked after by a voluntary friends group. If you've been ill, probably a charity has helped fund the research that is contributing to finding the treatment. It's our organisations that are working with schools to stop bullying, to provide homework clubs and after-school activities, to run the museums and the galleries. If you've never noticed it, it's because the voluntary community and social enterprise sector has been providing this support for centuries. Not just decades, centuries. I think the future that we all aspire to doesn't happen unless we keep going. And that's why it's so important to celebrate tonight. The health service, we know, cannot survive without the extra lifting power of VCSE organisations. The police and community security services need to talk to us, to connect with communities. The private sector needs us because we help make great places to live in and work and do business. So all of that is part of Manchester's story. We work with all of these colleagues, not only to take practical action, though. It's also about having a voice and influencing things like health and social care, support for children and families, raising awareness around some of the inequalities that we see. The need for more support around mental health. We work with homeless organisations, groups tackling hate crime, groups providing welfare advice. I can, as you've probably gathered, I can go on about this stuff for hours. There is just so much to be proud of in this city. Because all of these things rely on people's culture, creativity, that inspiration. That diversity is our superpower. It's the strength of our communities, the diversity of people, communities, cultures, organisations, and the diversity of our ideas. So when we celebrate tonight, it's because we're stopping to take a breath and not just give a round of applause to it, but actually stand up and say that this matters, that we need to focus on the compassion and the kindness and humanity that you see in all of this work, to celebrate the richness that comes from the diversity of Manchester's communities. People getting on and making their patch of the world better for everyone. It's a story of organised kindness, a bit of mank gumption, and relentless, relentless hope. So in the middle of dark days such as we've seen today, and as we have seen so much recently with horrific wars all around the world, and we're seeing outright racism and anti-Muslim, anti-immigrant slogans being shouted by crowds in the nation's capital, trans people attacked, homophobia increasing, tonight is a rejection of all of those messages of fear and hatred. All of us stand here tonight in solidarity with each other, powered by hope and knowing that our strength is our diversity and what we can do when we work better to build for everybody's future. If we can get the funding. So, to get this celebration officially underway, it's my pleasure to welcome the Lord Mayor of Manchester, Councillor Carmine Grimshaw.
Good evening, everyone. As the Lord Mayor of the City of Manchester, I'm delighted and honoured to be speaking to you at this 2025 Spirit of Manchester Awards ceremony. I'm a very proud Mancunian, being born and raised across the road here in Ancoats. In 2012, I was first elected as a Labour councillor, and since then I have dedicated to representing the residents of Miles Platting, Newton Heath and part of Colliers South. I recognise the challenges that all Manchester's communities face, and I really understand and appreciate the vital role that our voluntary community and social enterprise organisations play in supporting them and in improving their lives. This diverse sector includes charities, community groups, social clubs and faith groups, working in areas like social care, health, environmental protection and much more. They deliver services, shape services, design, advocate for users and support public services by providing tailored community-based support and unlocking untapped local resources. Their core purpose is to create a positive social impact rather than financial gain, working towards objectives that benefit society as a whole. As we all know, many Manchester residents continue to face significant challenges in their daily lives. I know that Manchester's voluntary community and social enterprise sector remains committed to supporting them when and where they need it most. VCSA organisations can often mobilise people and resources within communities, providing support and extending the reach of statutory service in a way that many other bodies not able to do. The Spirit of Manchester Awards are an annual celebration of the sector's incredible work, commitment and achievements. The awards continue to shine a light on the sector's work and achievements and to recognise the difference that thousands of volunteers, community groups and socially minded businesses make to this great city. On behalf of Manchester City Council and myself, I would like to thank and congratulate every person and organisation that has been nominated for one of this year's awards, one of this year's Spirit of Manchester Awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Yeah, one of the things I love about the Spirit of Manchester Awards is that every single one of these we've ever held, even during lockdown when the event was online, the Lord's Mayor have been at every single one and taken time to come and stand with us, and particularly, of course, today. So, we are going to get on with the awards bit, but there is a bit of housekeeping to do, so this is my sort of airline host moment. We're going to finish by 10:30, earlier if we possibly can. There are no more speeches. There's no, this isn't the Oscars. Not everybody's getting up to thank their agent. So we will rattle through this as quickly as possible. My lovely, amazing Mac colleagues are dotted around the room and they're wearing lanyards. Can you stand up, guys? Folks, right, there they are. All around. And there's a few who aren't here. They've all been assigned tables, so they're going to be patrolling the area. Some of them are patrolling for other reasons, which I'll tell you shortly, but their job is to make sure you have a good time tonight. And you're chatting with each other and, anything. So if there's anything you need, please do speak to a member of the MAC team. Emergency exits, there are green signs over there and over there. Just proceed in an orderly fashion into the car park, basically. There's no fire alarms planned or anything like that. The toilets are over at the back there. If you need to take a comfort break during the evening, please do so. You don't need to put your hand up and ask permission, it's fine. But my colleagues will pester you to buy raffle tickets before you get back to your seat, so you've been warned. We have a space set aside over there as a prayer room. Just speak to a member of staff if you need to use that. And also, and particularly today, a lot of the stories you can hear tonight are really powerful, and that's absolutely as it should be. But if this is getting a bit overwhelming, there's a quiet space downstairs by the reception area where you came in. It's okay to step out if you need to. Again, just go. It's fine. This is a safe and welcoming space, and we want everybody to have a good, positive time. There are... Speaking of which, perhaps, there are drinks available throughout the evening. This is a alcohol-free event, so the drinks on your tables are the drinks. There will be some more coming out later, so don't worry if you're running out, and we've always got more water and things like that, but that's why the bar isn't open. It's basically so we can keep the ticket prices down and also, of course, be inclusive. We are webcasting on YouTube. We are live on YouTube, so... Let's give everybody a big cheer who's watching on YouTube. So, 1, 2, 3. They'll hear that in about 20 seconds' time. So if we hear an echo coming back, we'll find out. We've got to check what the time delay is, because that becomes important later. We are, of course, taking photographs this evening. So we've got Anthony. Where are you, Anthony? There's Anthony, who's back with us again this year. Really appreciate you coming. He's set up a machine over there, which I am dying to see how it works. So it's a 360 photo thing. So you can try that later on, if anybody wants to have a go. And we also have Matthew here. Matthew is a student from Manchester College who's building up his photography portfolio. So you're helping a young person build up their photography portfolio by taking pictures tonight. We will do our best not to photograph you if you don't want us to, but in a space like this, it can be quite difficult to avoid capturing everybody when we're all sat together. So have we done the yellow lanyards? Did we? Yep. So you should have a yellow lanyard on if you don't want to be used, any of the photographs with you in to be used. It means we can spot which ones they are. And Matt colleagues can help you get one if you haven't got one of those. Phones. Please turn your phone to silent, but do not turn it off because you're going to need it. You're not being rude to people if you spend a bit of time on your phone this evening. That's the kind of event this is. You have to spend time on your phone, and I will explain why. If you need the Wi-Fi, the details are in the cardboard booklet on your table. That's the big one in the middle with the logos on. There's Wi-Fi available for everybody. So one thing you can use your phone for is to help spread the word. Like I say, we're sharing lots of stories tonight, broadcasting on YouTube. Whether you're in the room or on YouTube, I want to ask for your help in sharing those positive stories and that's celebrating all that kindness and effort and compassion that's around us. Because we want to make more of it happen, and like I said, we want to challenge some of that narrative that's already emerging in communities. You can help do that right here, right now. So, as of now, until the end of the event tonight, you are Manchester's VCSC sector communications team. It's the biggest team we've ever had, so well done. If you're on any form of social media, help us share the stories. The hashtag is spiritofmcr25. Whatever opportunities you have, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, hopefully not Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, or any other things I'm far too old to know about, please tag us in, and we'll be going to try and share some of those comments through the evening. And if you're on YouTube and you want to share anything, please use the comments on YouTube as well. We want everybody to see this side of Manchester, and we want to train the algorithms to be a bit more positive as well. So tonight you can share who you want to thank as well, because it's not just about the people who've been shortlisted and nominated. If you've got someone that you want to thank in the VCSE sector, tonight's a great night to do it. We have a team monitoring all these social media channels. The other thing you can use your phone for, and I am going to ask you to give us some money and to encourage other people to do so we can give it away, is to donate to the Spirit of Manchester Fund. Now, normally as part of our Spirit of Manchester activities, we do a bit of fundraising as we go along, and this is to give out as mini grants to local groups. On your table, another thing that we've put there is stories of the kinds of projects we've funded. There's a link to the stories on our website. This isn't about funding MAC. We're not going to take money out of that. This is about us giving that money out to community organisations. So, you can donate online, or those of you who are in the room particularly, sorry YouTube fans, but you've got that as the option. But if you're in the room, you have a unique opportunity to take part in the amazing Spirit of Manchester Raffle. I'm waiting for an ooh, come on. Ooh, that's better, yeah. Actually, let's try that again. The amazing Spirit of Manchester Raffle. Good. I mentioned that there are Mac colleagues patrolling the venue. They will pounce on you to get you to buy tickets if you manage to get through the door without being pounced on. They're organised into teams, and there's a healthy competition going on between the different raffle ticket teams. We have 24 prizes up for grabs. So we'll be holding the draw for those at the end of the evening. And there is also a special prize, which you don't have to do anything about, but everybody who's here has had their name put into a box, and we will be picking a winner at the end of the evening, where you'll have a special mystery prize. If you've been before, it's not a mystery at all, actually. But anyway, it just means everybody's got a chance of winning something tonight. If you missed any of that, or you're not following it, or whatever, on the tables, and it'll be posted online, is a booklet with all this information in it: how to donate, what the raffle prizes look like, the Spirit of Manchester stories, the lot. So we'll be sharing links to things as we go along through the evening. How it works. Who's been here before? Who's been to the Spirit of Manchester Awards before? Okay. Quite a few people for whom this is the first time. Great. Now, this might not be what you're expecting then, if you've not been to this before, because this isn't just any old awards ceremony. I need to explain to you how it works. Every year, Mac selects a number of categories to highlight things we think are important about the way charities and voluntary groups and faith groups and social enterprise and all that stuff I've been talking about, all the important things that we want to celebrate and encourage. And actually, that's the only bit of this that we control. Well, that and what cake you've got on your tables tonight, because believe me, that was a big task this year, deciding about the cake. We send out invitations all across the city to invite people to send us nominees against those categories, and we get amazing stories. It's incredible. This year we got over 200 nominations, which is fantastic. And I would love to share every single one of them with you, but we would be here for days. So to narrow it down, we invite a panel of independent judges to produce a shortlist, usually 3 in each category. And after that, we work with the people and groups who've been shortlisted to make little films about each of them. So tonight, what we're going to do is I will introduce the category. We'll announce the shortlist and invite them up onto the stage. We'll then have a look at the films, and you will vote for who you think should win. So it's up to you to make this work. I'm going to explain how you vote in a minute. But before I tell you how to do that, I would just like us to thank the judges who had to go through 200 nominees. So please put your hands together for John Alexander, Helene Mibaula, James Binks, Neil Cornthwaite, Alma Chadfield, and once again, the ever-wonderful Jez Myers. It's a big, big job, so really, really appreciate it. Thanks, folks. You will see on your table there is a brochure with all the shortlisted nominees and their stories, and information about our supporters for the evening and ways to keep in touch with us. All of that stuff is on the website as well for those of you watching online, and we'll be sharing links to all of it through the evening. One thing I do need to say about the brochure and the stuff that's online is it's in the order that we usually use, but this year we've actually changed the running order slightly, so you are going to have to rummage through the brochure or scroll up and down the screen to find the category I'm talking about, and that's because we've been thinking about doing something a little different this year, but obviously we had to get those printed. So, how the voting works. This is the other thing you need your phone for. We're going to be using a system called Slido. It's a very simple online poll, and I will share a link. You can see it here, and it should be available online. A link to the voting page, and basically you can open that on your phone or whatever device you're using, and keep it open. So once you're logged in, keep it open because the categories will pop up in there. You don't need to register or anything like that. You can just go to that link or use the QR code for that. I'll introduce the categories and why we think it's important as a topic. We'll welcome the nominees to the stage, and then when I say go, you'll have on your phone the nominees, and you can basically pick which one you want to vote for. You'll have about 30 seconds to do it, which doesn't sound long, but basically you're just going donk and pressing. Then we get the result, which is calculated live by our top tech team, and we'll announce the winner. There are Mac colleagues ready to help with that, and also just if you are coming up onto stage and you're nominated, you can bring your phone up with you and vote for yourself as well. It's okay. We've noticed this in the past, that people don't feel they can vote for themselves, but it's allowed. And yeah, just speak to a Mac colleague if you're struggling. We're going to do a test question, just so you can have a bit of a rehearsal of this. You'll have seen in the brochure that we are celebrating tonight the 5th Pan-African Congress, which took place in Manchester in 1945, so 80 years ago this month. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later on, but the test question is, do you know specifically where it took place? So if you've got Slido open, you should see 3 options. 1 is Chorlton-on-Medlock Town Hall. 2 is the Arts and Humanities Building at Manchester Metropolitan University. And 3 is the Church of St Thomas in Ardwick. So, if we're all ready, start voting now. And get used to the pirate music. Somebody doesn't like the pirate music. Are we done? Right, okay, so you should have voted. Now, this is where the YouTube thing comes in, because I said they're a few seconds behind us, so they've not yet heard me say voting has now closed. So I have to fill in for a few seconds while we allow YouTube to catch up with us. And I think, are we nearly at a result? This will be coming through to me live on the technology once we've got it. This is why it's a rehearsal for us as well. No, somebody's typing. We used to have to do this with bits of paper before we had smartphones. That's the winner? Wow, the Church of St Thomas is the top result. And you're wrong. Although the Church of St Thomas is an excellent place to hold an event. Does anybody know what the Church of St Thomas is now better known as? St Thomas Centre on Ardwick Green. It's where we now live, because we moved there in February. So the Church of St Thomas, or St Thomas Centre, no, it was actually, and this is, sorry, but this is how wrong you were, because both the other ones were correct. So Chorlton-on-Medlock Town Hall is the Arts and Humanities Building at Manchester Metropolitan University. That's where it was held, and there's a plaque on the wall celebrating it. But anyway, the whole point was to see how the voting system works. There's no wrong answers in the rest of this evening. All of it is important to celebrate. But that's also given me a chance to plug St Thomas Centre, which is great. Right, so the last thing that we need to check, and I know everybody's feeling today's been a very difficult and sad day for the city, but it's okay. for us to be celebrating, and it's okay for us to applaud and cheer, because the people who are going to be coming onto this stage really, really deserve your applause and appreciation. So we're going to have a quick rehearsal of some applauding and cheering, and what you're going to do is start clapping for me very, very slowly and very quietly, and then I'm going to dial us up and up until we can get really, really loud and probably shatter the eardrums of anybody who's watching on YouTube. So keep it going, louder. Right, I'm gonna count to 3, and then we're really gonna go for it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Loud, no, come on, louder. That's better. That's Manchester. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you. Right. Apologies to anybody on YouTube who was wearing headphones at that moment. Right. So the first category we're going to start with is community cohesion. Bringing communities together has always been a theme in our work, and tonight of all nights, we remember that what most people want is simply to live together in peace. Manchester is a city that has shown solidarity, support, and welcome. As I said earlier, we are seeing so much stuff from political leaders and media institutions deliberately stoking up despair and fear as part of their tactics for power, co-opting that as violence, hatred, and racism. We've seen it before, and we must resist it. If communities are divided, what's our role in bringing people together? How do we foster conversations and across communities, across generations and cultures about what the future should be like? Our Community Cohesion Award highlights examples of this by simply bringing people together from across multiple communities around place or a shared identity or a shared culture, building connections, celebrating the fact that we have far more in common with each other. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from Hideout Youth Zone, British Muslim Heritage Centre, and Sheaton Cultural Festival. It's going to take them a while to come up the stage, so you need to keep clapping while they make it up here. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Keep going, keep going. They're not quite here yet. Come on, Sinead. Right, so everybody's now going to be given a certificate, and we will start the films.
My son has been here since it opened, and he's loved every moment. And as a parent, I couldn't wish for any place better than Hideout. That boy who was rejected so much is actually today just loved and accepted.
I enjoy coming to the youth zone because it's a community area. I can meet more people here. I can see my friends here. It's a nice safe space. I met some of my favourite youth workers. I met some of my new friends. I sort of came out of my shell a bit more.
Our holiday club brings young people together, builds lasting friendships, and makes sure no one feels isolated during the holidays, giving them a safe space to have fun.
At the start, I was really anxious. I came in on my first day and I cried. And then from there, it's just got me way more confident, and now I'm doing things that I never thought I would have.
Imagine a place where our children grow up knowing their heritage, where they feel connected to their roots. Think of the countless lives that will be touched, a family finding solace and community, scholars and teachers passing down wisdom to the next generation. This centre is not just bricks and mortar, it is a sanctuary of faith, respect and unity. This is the British Muslim Heritage Centre, based in the heart of Manchester, a hub for the local community and a national institute focusing on the empowerment and development of the community. With over 40 services and activities, from religious services and education to community services, youth activities and outreach work, the British Muslim Heritage Centre offers a nurturing environment. a place where families can come together and where our rich heritage is celebrated and shared with all.
Cheetham Cultural Festival takes place every autumn and celebrates the rich diversity of cultures that make up Cheetham and Crumsall. Our local faith and cultural organisations open their doors and invite everyone for free food, music, singing, dancing and events that bring people together and spark connections.
Lots of diverse communities, they were living here, you see, and the idea was in fact to bring harmony, peace and unity.
And it's still going on, 20 odd years now.
We have over 150 community members that come together to organise Cheetham Festival, and we're always looking to welcome new members.
In a world, we often see division and conflict. Cheetham Festival shows a power of unity.
It showcases, although we're different, how much together we are.
It makes me real proud of my community.
So that's the nominees, and now you get to vote. So can you start voting now? How are we going? Has everybody voted okay? Hopefully the hardest bit is just picking one of those to vote for. They're all brilliant. Okay. Doing for... Has everybody voted? Okay, right, so stop voting now and we'll just give YouTube a little bit of time to catch up. The Community Cohesion Award is supported by Manchester Housing Provider Partnership. So to present the award, please welcome Partnership Coordinator Tricia Grierson.
I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Community Cohesion Award is Hideout Youth Zone. Brilliant. Congratulations, folks. Okay, so you see how this is going to work. Right, just before we go on, I did mention the Spirit of Manchester Fund earlier that you're all hopefully buying raffle tickets for and donating to. It's now open for applications as well because we've got 8 grants of £500 available for activities that bring communities together. So last year's raffle raised some money and we're putting that back into creating more activity around community cohesion. So, and there's more news about the Spirit of Manchester Fund coming later, but deadline for that's 22nd of October. So activities that bring communities together, 500 quid available there. And thank you to everybody who donated. Right, next category is Inspiring Campaign. I'll just check how we're doing for time.
Oh, bang on. While much of the work of our organisations is about practical action and responding to immediate needs, we're only doing half the job if we also don't address the causes and push for change. It's always been Mac's belief that VCSE organisations have not only the right but the duty to speak out about what's happening in communities and say what they're seeing. Campaigning is part of democracy. It's part of our society. And we're still seeing political games being played about so much stuff. But it's our moral duty to shout out about some of these things, like the human rights of people who are seeking sanctuary. We have to challenge those lies when they're being perpetrated. It's not woke to acknowledge the colonial past of this country and call it out. It is an honest commitment to do better. And that's what we need to focus on, because social progress in Britain has been driven by the campaigning efforts of the VCSE sector and the faith organisations long before public services even existed. It's part of our job. So, please welcome to the stage the nominees from Manchester Central Food Bank. Come on, keep the noise up. Unbound Programme CIC. And the GM Rail Accessibility Campaign. Keep going. They're still not. You can't stop clapping till they're on stage. Keep going. Right. Have we got everybody? Welcome. Right. Let's play the films.
Research from Manchester Central Food Bank has highlighted that applications for those on legacy benefits or with no recourse to public funds have to apply via paper or telephone.
Between May 2022 and March 2025, Manchester Central Food Bank were funded by the Trussell Trust to run a range of community anti-poverty partnership projects. Underpinning all of that delivery was a listening campaign led by the Time to Talk team that engaged over 500 residents in Ardwick and Longsight, producing a banner and film about language and cultural barriers to services, working with parents, children, people using the food bank and local residents. In total, we managed to invest over £930,000 into the local economy. That included £17,000 of material support given directly to residents, £590,000 in cash in pockets for previously unclaimed benefits and other entitlements, £42,000 in commissions to local organisations, and working with or supporting over 4,300 residents.
Unbound process built my confidence and I learned so much, and I like this course very much.
Unbound has made me feel more confident, has progressed a lot and made me move forward and think about the future. I love it very much.
Unbound program, founded by Gillian Alexander, is a community interest company helping survivors of modern slavery in Manchester transition into work and rebuild their lives with independence. Unbound provides upskilling courses, job training, coaching, and practical support free of charge in a safe, trauma-informed environment rooted in dignity and empowerment. Unbound's mission aligns with Manchester City Council's work and skills strategy, which sets out how we will use learning and employment to meet the Manchester vision of being a more highly skilled city. Unbound program, upskilling and empowering the marginalised.
I'm Nathaniel Yates and I'm a train station access campaigner. I have been campaigning for Step 3 access and accessibility for 7.5 years. In 2013, I fell down the stairs at North Reddish train station, running to try to get a train to the other side, and I have cerebral palsy. Years later, in 2018, I saw nothing had been done about this, so I wrote to my local MP who said, Reddish North is 6th on a list to get the access. The Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham was involved. I said, how could you improve my campaign? And he said to me, I could do a travel journey with you.
At the Together Trust charity, our charity supports a lot of disabled people
And Nathaniel's been in and engaging them in the campaign and encouraging them to campaign themselves.
Less than half of the 96 train stations in Greater Manchester were Step 3 accessible. I started the campaign off trying to make the train stations more accessible for everybody.
Right, voting time again. So, start voting now. Okay, everybody should have voted by now, so we'll just wait for YouTube to catch up. Has everybody voted? Yep. Okay, so my little fill-in moment. Have we done the... Did we turn the music down for a minute? I'm not swashbuckling with this. So these awards are designed for us every year by a local artist called Ella McIntosh, who's based in the Craft Centre. She comes up with a different design every year, and you know they are always amazing. So, huge round of applause for Ella for doing those. Thank you. So, to announce the winner of the Inspiring Campaign Award, I'd like to invite to the stage, where are you, Mona? A member of Mac's Board of Trustees, Mona Musa.
I'm really excited to announce that the winner of the Inspiring Campaign Award is GMR Rail Accessibility Campaign.
Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Oh, so difficult to pick one. Right, next award category is Creative Community Spirit. One thing that's always been a strength of the VCSE sector is the ways groups use art and creativity to support others in the community around them. Things that don't look like services, but still create a huge benefit. I mean, you know, imagine if we'd had to go through the pandemic without musicians and artists and comedians and actors and all the people who support all that stuff. These communal activities kept us together when we were all separated. And it's not just about the big venues and the culture industry, or culture with a capital C. It's what happens in all those small, informal community settings where people have fun playing and experimenting and learning stuff and expressing themselves. We all benefit from all these things. So we ask people to tell us about local individuals or groups who've developed a creative outlet or a project that inspires hope and brings people together through creative activities. So please put your hands together for Gorton Women's Network. Adele Owen. And Zinkai Tan. Come on, up to the stage, folks. Keep going, they're not on stage yet. You can't stop clapping till they are here. Right. They're not all on stage yet. I didn't say you could stop. Carry on. Come on. These people deserve a round of applause and a moment in the spotlight. It's brilliant stuff they do. Let's start the films.
We are Gorton's Women's Network, a network that brings together grassroots community organizations, volunteers, and larger structural bodies like housing associations to deliver inclusive, impactful events in our community. We formed after a joint International Women's Day event where we saw the power of collaboration, and our network harnesses collective strengths, lived experience, connections, and cultural knowledge. Our deep ties and understanding of local challenges help us engage authentically with our community. So far, we've organized the first celebrating Gorton's Culture Festival, 16 days of activism against gender violence and International Women's Day. Our partnership model is one of shared values, where community voices are not only heard, but actively shape and drive meaningful change. We support, celebrate, and empower each other. We are not just a network, we are a movement for social inclusion, collaboration, and lasting change in our community.
Hi, I'm Adele, and I started the Sing Their Name choir.
Sing the Name choir, everyone that's in the choir has lost somebody to suicide.
Sing Their Name choir is a peer support group, and it's fabulous.
I wanted to form a group where people didn't really have to talk, that we sing instead, we do something together. I also wanted to run a group that was focused around a creative. Singing is perfect for that.
Sing Their Name choir is hope. It's a community of people who have all come together to honour our loved ones.
You can go forward and you can take the person that you've lost with them along the way. You always take them there, and there's always hope, and there's always a way forward.
Keep saying I'm proud of the choir. I never envisaged that it would work out so well.
I thrive on creativity, especially through art. Hundreds of art pieces reflect my passion for it. I have contributed creative art sessions and works to communities, sharing joy and connection. Each gathering brings together old acquaintances and new friends, united in happiness. I distill our community's spirit and culture into art, then offer it back to its members. My volunteering will continue and keep growing. Thank you very much.
Okay, start voting now. Okay. Yep. So everybody should have voted, and we'll just leave a little bit of a gap for YouTube to catch up. So just so you know, as well as the trophies that everybody gets, all the winners get a logo to use on their publicity to say that they're, they won the award, and it helps hopefully with fundraising and appeals and donations and things. They get a copy of the film, obviously, and they also get copies of the photos of them, sort of receiving the award and everything. So we try and make sure that they've got a good record of tonight. So This award is supported by One Manchester. So to announce the winner, please welcome Community Investment and Partnership Manager Zoe Lee. Where are you, Zoe? There she is. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I am delighted to announce that the winner of the Creative Community Spirit Award is Adele Owen.
Great, okay. So next category is, turn the page, service user involving organisation. This is based on one of the principles, one of the reasons MAC was originally founded. We've always believed really strongly that those who benefit from a service should be directly involved in the way it's designed and even delivered. These are the people who know best what will make a difference. And that's not just about being nice and helping things feel cozy. It's proper inclusivity. It's not just about consulting people. It's an essential part of running good services and organisations. We have seen what happens when services stop listening. You slide into horrific abuses of power by people who are supposed to provide care and support. I'm sure many of you have seen those stories in the past. But this is what putting lived experience at the heart of what you do is about. So this award celebrates organisations who basically do that. They get it right, design it into the way they operate at every level, from their board right down to the shop floor, breaking the barrier between provider and user. This is something we talk to the public sector about a lot, but it's also something we've got to do as voluntary groups. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from Europea, MASH, and the Getting It Right team. They're coming from over there, so keep clapping. Keep clapping. I want to see more clapping from this side of the room, please. Keep going. That's it. Thank you. Can't stop yet. Keep going. There's several more still to come, so keep going. Right. Until the last person's on stage. Great. Now we're going to watch some films.
We work with mostly Central and Eastern European migrants. I am also a migrant, so I do resonate with helping out people with migration. We have one Roma advisory board, and we have one program for the Ukrainian community. There are people who have been service user initially, and then they transition into volunteering roles and then into senior positions.
First time I met Europea in 2022. My host, she saw this charity helping Ukrainian people. You know that when you move to a different country, you have a lot of different questions about your life. I'm a mom, and I had a big question about primary school for my child, and I received good advice. How can I do it? It was like checklist. I did it, and I was really happy with this. We are all different, but we are together. And I think we are doing a good job and a good work, and we can help different people.
Being part of Zoo Space, I wanted to give back because they saved my life. You know, MASH saved my life. We've given valuable information because there's things that each of us women in Zoo Space know that no one else would know because they haven't walked that path. In Sue Space, we collectively discuss things, we talk about it, and then we can compile information for services to help them improve for the women that are still out there.
So for me, for the volunteering, it helps you work towards to come out of yourself, because you're helping other women that were where you were at the very beginning. And you're designing, putting your own designs on the items that you know will be going towards women that don't have anything or have a poor view of themselves.
Hello, I'm David. I'm part of the Getting It Right team at Future Directions. We are a quality checking group. We use our experiences to help improve services and make sure Future Directions are doing a good job. We need people in their homes to make sure they're being treated as they like to be treated. We listen to what really matters to people.
My name's Maz and I work for Getting It Right team. I always put people first and make sure people have the best lives possible. If they've got any problems, and we make sure they can speak up for themselves.
Future Directions have been brilliant. They've helped me a lot. I'm really happy here, and I've got very long, as you can see.
I love Future Directions. They listen to me and I listen to them, and I feel valued.
I love being part of the Getting It Right team. It helps me build skills. I love confidence. I love making people's lives better.
Future Directions are the best. Please vote for us. You'll never forget it.
Okay, voting time again. So, start voting now. Okay, that should be everybody voted in the room. Waiting for you folks on YouTube to finish voting. This award is supported by Manchester City Council's Our Manchester VCS Fund team. So I'm delighted to announce, I'm not announcing it. I'm delighted to welcome to the stage the Policy and Programmes Manager, and a very talented guitarist actually, Kieran Barnes.
You'll be very relieved to see that I haven't brought a guitar with me, so I'm not going to subject you to that. I am delighted to announce that the winner of the Service User Involving Organisation Award goes to the Getting It Right team. So just while they're having the photos taken and while they get off, well, they have a chance to get the photos taken and everything. So I'm just delighted to say that because this is all about amplifying voices,
Really pleased that we're working with Meet the Mancunian podcast again. Is Deepa here? I haven't seen her yet. No, doesn't look like she's made it. Oh, well, that's understandable. So, anyway, there's information available in the brochure and on our website about that. It's a fantastic podcast that Deepa runs to just share some of these stories, and she's working with us to help interview some of the people who are nominated and shortlisted for tonight. So that's a great one to be part of. Again, just lovely, brilliant, positive stories about stuff that's going on in our community. So, as you'll have gathered, if you're watching the screen, because they're trying to move me on, the next award is Trustee or Committee Member of the Year. As I said, it's not just about what your organisation does, it's the way that you do it. That's a song. I'm not singing. It's about putting effort into making sure the organisation's doing the right things, doing them safely, doing them well, and being effective. So there's a group of people that we think deserve a special category because they play a unique role in how our sector works as organisations. How many trustees and committee members have we got in the room? Put your hands up if you're a trustee or if you've ever been a trustee or a committee member. That's quite a few. But there's still plenty who've not done that yet. And it's a really great thing to do. You learn so much. Absolutely. I've been trustee of quite a few things. Brilliant bit of personal development. Anyway, this award celebrates people who give their time, skills, insights, bring their knowledge and values to the board or committee. And we ask people to tell us how they support other trustees and their committee members to develop good, strong governance and how they're a champion for the organisation. So please welcome to the stage, we've got two nominees in this category. John Hertzl. Where is John? So over there. And Anne Potter. There's Anne. Okay, keep clapping. Keep clapping. Here comes Anne. All right. This side of the room, they did the heavy lifting last time, so you can do it this time. Keep going. Great. Right, and let's start the films.
My name's John Hertzl. I'm the Chair of Trustees of Supporting People in Need. This is our 10-year anniversary, and this is our residential centre behind me. I'd like to take you in to have a look around.
Our residential centre has supported the community for over 10 years, helping more than 500 people move into safe accommodation and employment. Alongside this, we provide over 500 hot meals every week to people experiencing street homelessness, ensuring no one is left without care or support.
I came to England in 2019 to better my life. I had nothing, sleeping roof on the streets and airport. Eventually, I came to Spain, who have helped me gain settled status. Thank you, Spain.
Our mission is simple: to offer dignity, opportunity, and hope to those who need it most. And I'm truly grateful to be nominated for a 2025 Spirit of Manchester Award.
Irish Community Care Manchester is dedicated to supporting the Irish and Irish Traveller communities across Greater Manchester. As Chair, I'm to support her skills, experience and leadership, benefiting our charity and helping us to meet the needs of our communities.
I'm Anne Potter. I'm a trustee of Irish Community Care Manchester. I'm really proud of my Irish heritage and it's a very important part of my identity. As a trustee, I bring experience from my professional background in social work and as a social work academic. With Irish Community Care Manchester, it's been my pleasure to be able to bring my skills and experience in safeguarding and governance. It's great as a trustee to work as a team. I certainly feel honoured to be a trustee of Irish Community Care Manchester.
We are delighted that Anne has been nominated for this award and we encourage everyone to vote for Anne as Trustee of the Year in recognition of all she has done for the charity and the community.
Great. So, you know how this works now? So start voting now. If you're voting on YouTube, can you remember to just vote using Slido? Don't just post your vote in the chat on the YouTube channel, because it won't get counted. We're just trying to keep track of all of them, so please use the Slido links. I've also been asked to remind people about the raffle, and that we've got a card machine. We'll be at the back, in the centre of the room for raffle sales in the break. In other words, you don't get to the back of the room unless you see the raffle machine. Okay, how are we doing for time? Right, so just waiting for YouTube to catch up from all the people who are on YouTube using Slido and not the chat. Right, so to announce the winner, who else, of course, would we invite up to the stage but Mac's own chair of our Board of Trustees. Please welcome Roger Cairns.
And the winner of Trustee Committee Member of the Year is John Herzl. Congratulations, John.
While they're having their photos taken, if you've never been a trustee, remember, I'd really encourage you to think about it. It's a great way to give back to your community, and like I say, you will learn so much about how organisations work. If you're interested in being a trustee, we can help you find an organisation to be a trustee of, so you can contact us at MAC. And remember, it's Trustees Week in November, which is a great time to show your appreciation for your trustees. We will be doing stuff around that near the time. So, we are now on to one of the only categories where you don't vote, because this one is picked outright. So this is Young Volunteer of the Year. Thank you. Right, so they've changed the slide. As part of the reason we aren't putting this one out for a vote is because, mentioned Trustees Week, there's also Volunteers Week, which is in June. And as part of celebrating Volunteers Week, we wanted to celebrate the contribution that young people make to the life of the city. So we invited nominations for Young Volunteer of the Year and asked the judges to pick the winners so we could announce it during Volunteers Week. That's why you're not voting on this one. This award's supported by Clyde & Co, and so to present it, I'd like to invite to the stage Simon Ostiadel. Where are you, Simon?
Thank you. Please welcome the winner of the Spirit of Manchester Young Volunteer of the Year, Hannah Sally.
And let's roll the film.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am 20 years old. I'm from Sheffield, and I've been involved with Action for Conservation since I was 13. I returned to a summer camp as a young volunteer last summer, which was a really, really lovely opportunity to get to provide a future generation of young people with the same opportunities that I had as a young person. Climate anxiety is something that I think young people feel a lot these days. You know, growing up in a world where there's so much uncertainty about the future of our planet can be really difficult feeling to deal with. And for me, having the opportunity to be involved with Action for Conservation and know that I was doing my bit to change really helped ease my anxiety. So the knowledge that I can provide these opportunities to another generation of young people is really, really special and something that I'm really grateful to be able to do.
Hannah? Hannah? Where has she gone? Come up and take a bow. Come on. Massive, massive round of applause for Hannah. No, she doesn't. Fair enough. Stay there. Anyway, brilliant, brilliant. That's what we need to see more of. Yeah, I've been talking all about the future. That's what we need to see more of. Huge appreciation for all of that work. So we're now just going to have a quick social media update from, I think, Millie is coming down. So Millie's going to tell us about what we're seeing on social media and the YouTube chat, apart from the people who are voting using the YouTube chat. And then we're going to have a short break. So over to you, Millie. What have we got?
Hi, everyone. Yep, just a few messages from the YouTube live stream chat. So we have Erin and Chase would like to say hi to their mum from Space Group. Shout out to Hira, who makes a real difference in the community and is a wonderful volunteer. Shout out to Cheetham Cultural Festival. They bring the community from all walks of life and faith together. It's a fun and joyous occasion for everyone. And Amanda would like to say, well done, John. I'm very proud to know you. And we've also got lots and lots of shout outs for African Rainbow Family and across Umar as well. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Millie. So spoilers for later on, some of that. So we'll get to those in a minute. Right, it is now 8:20. How long shall I let you have a break for? Ooh, feeling of power at the moment. Let's say 20 minutes. So if you can be back at your tables by 22. Val, in the T-shirt, the specially commissioned T-shirt, is waving the raffle ticket machine. You've got to get past her if you want to go out of the room. So, yes, back at your tables by 22, please. This is your 1 minute warning to resume your seats. This is your 1 minute warning to resume your seats. Righty. What time we're picking it? It'll be just before 10 o'clock. Till 9:30, yeah. Okay. Right. Last call for the raffle is at 9:30, so you've still got time to talk to Val. And we are going. I know there's a bit of a queue going on for the fabulous photography machine, but we need to crack on. So I am going to start us off again. If everybody can take their seats, and hopefully people can still have a go at the photographs while we're running again. Okay. There's a debate going on up here about which of us starts singing if people don't sit down. And now, with the wind beneath my wings. Okay. Right, I think most people are sitting down. I'm not going to shame anyone. So just before we get on to the next award, one of the things, change my glasses back. One of the things that I said we're celebrating tonight is the 80th anniversary of the Pan-African Congress, which took place in, who can remember where it wasn't, not at St Thomas Centre, at Chiltern-on-Medlock Town Hall. So you all know where it happened, but why was it so significant? Well, we've been working with The Guardian as part of their programme to understand what made it so significant. And you'll see around the room that the different tables you're on are named after a prominent activist, thinker, or changemaker whose work shaped the Pan-African Congress. So each table has a little story on it about an individual who was part of that. And we'd really encourage you to read the one on your table, but they are also, all of them, online on our website, and there's a link on the tables. For those of you watching on YouTube, there's links on there. Now, we had hoped that we would have Keisha Thompson from The Guardian's Legacies of Enslavement programme to come and talk, but with the stuff that's happened today, she's unable to make it. So, sorry about that, but I really, really do encourage you to talk about and have a look at all those different stories. The other thing that I can announce is that to emphasize this story and elevate it, because it's so significant. It was a big, big shift in the sort of decolonization of Africa. And, taking all the stuff we've been talking about, people taking control of their own lives, communities organizing, taking control. So to celebrate the story, we're announcing that there's going to be 2 additional Spirit of Manchester Fund grants. These will be 2 grants of £1,000 each, and these will be specifically for African and Caribbean-led VCSE organisations, and we'll be deciding on those at Mac's AGM in November. So those of you who might be interested in this or know somebody who might be interested in this, we'll be sharing the details of this in the next day or two on our website and through all our comms channels. There'll also be 4 additional prizes of £250 because we want to just help some organisations which are fulfilling the legacy of the Congress. So watch out for that. It's just such a shame Keisha couldn't be here tonight to be part of that conversation, because we've been working with her for quite some time now, and it's been really, really positive experience for us. So we'll go on to the next award, which is Partnership and Collaboration. Encouraging people to work together is, as I have said, more important than ever. Collaboration is one of the things we value most at MAC. It's common sense. If you've got scarce resources, you need to share them out to go round. By working together, we're more efficient, effective, creative within the sector, but also with the collaborations with the public sector bodies, private organisations. Nobody has all the answers. None of us is smarter than all of us. We've seen that collaboration, thinking, acting like an ecosystem, like we're all connected, is incredibly powerful. So this award celebrates organisations that have built brilliant creative partnerships. So, you ready to clap again? Please welcome to the stage the nominees from Manchester Football Association, Caritas Salford, and the Jobs Project Manchester. Come on, keep going. Keep the noise levels up. They've got to get to the stage, and it's a long walk in silence. Keep going. There we go. Nearly. Just a few more. A little bit longer. Okay. Last one's almost on the stage, and let's start the films.
The Heart Safe campaign is a charter that we at Manchester FA have created this season to improve the awareness and education of saving people's lives across Manchester. The fantastic thing about it is that we got to work with our community partners in the North West Ambulance Service and British Heart Foundation, as well as 424 of our grassroots clubs and leagues.
The impact the charter has had has been incredible. Before we started the charter, only 58 of our grassroots clubs had DFIBs. Now, a massive 260 of them have access, but also know how to use them thanks to the incredible work with our community partners.
Manchester FA has shown outstanding leadership by championing this initiative and using its club network to roll out the Train the Trainer programme. As a result, coaches and volunteers are not only learning CPR, but confidently passing these skills on. It's a powerful example of how football can drive real life-saving change in our communities.
People experiencing homelessness have some of the poorest health outcomes in our community. So at Cornerstone Day Centre, we've set up health hubs where we work in partnership with lots of health organisations. By having the health drop-ins on site, we can work towards reducing A&E attendances by people. They can join in activities, they can join our volunteering programme, which all leads to building people's confidence. The people that come in have a say in how we run this centre.
Another plus about the drop-ins here is most of the time it's the same doctor, it's the same nurse, it's the same drug and alcohol worker.
I work at a GP practice down the road. Even when I'm here, I know that if someone needs support with benefits, they can just nip out and see people straight away. I know that alcohol services come here. I know that mental health services come round. I know that there's an opticians here. There's everything here that they could need. It's all about access. If someone comes in with a medical problem and they're told, okay, go and see the GP down the road, they may not do that. Whereas if I'm literally just here, then I can get everything sorted out at the time.
Jobs Project, it started in 2021 when Amazon partnered with Bernardo's with the aim of supporting 500 young people to develop their employability skills. The Jobs Project stands for the journey of becoming successful, and it's all about employment, training and skills. The Jobs programme was co-designed with young people for young people.
Hi, my name is Miles. I was on the Bernardo's Job Project and I've got a permanent place in IKEA.
All young people supported into paid work placements or permanent employment positions. The Manchester Jobs Project has supported 110 young people, and 102 of those young people
have moved into permanent employment.
We've taken 20 young people in 2 cohorts doing different roles across the store. It's fantastic to see the young people's confidence grow and our managers feeling.
Okay, so you know how this works now. Hopefully everybody's back on Slido. We'll set up again and ready to go. Yep, okay, start voting now. Thanks, John. Right, so you should have finished voting in the room, and we'll just leave a few seconds for the YouTube lot. Has anybody made up any lyrics to go with this music yet? No? Should add that as a competition next year. Okay, so this award's supported by Assura. And I just want to take a moment to thank Assura PLC because they supported the grants program we've just run recently, which was 20 grants of £5,000 for health and wellbeing projects for unpaid carers from global majority communities across Greater Manchester. I'm so chuffed to be able to run a program at that scale on a topic that they allowed us to just say what we thought it should go on. So really, really pleased about that. I don't think we've got anybody from Assura here, have we? We were waiting for somebody to come. No, it doesn't look like it. So, who's going to announce the winner? I'm going to ask the Lord Mayor to announce the winner of this one. Have we got a result? Okay.
Thank you. Partnership and Collaboration Award, and the winner is Caritas Salford.
Congratulations, Caritas. Right. Thank you to everybody on YouTube who started voting using Slido now. Keep going. Right, the next category is community and business collaboration. Community and business collaboration. Yay, there we are. Right. So, as I said, collaboration, as you've just gathered, is one of the things we value most at MAC. And over the last couple of years, we've been working to support greater collaboration between VCSE organisations and businesses. Now, this isn't just about corporates donating money to charities, although if there are any philanthropists in the room who'd like to have a conversation, really, really happy to talk to you. Do things like the Assura Grants programme I just mentioned. What we're interested in is about creating great partnerships that create social value, because a strong and thriving VCSE sector helps make places attractive, if you're a business, to investors, to employers, to your workforce, and that's what businesses need. You need us there doing that work in communities, making places great to live in. So we put out a call for examples of great relationships between businesses and VCSE organisations, finding ways to work together. So please put your hands together and welcome to the stage the nominees from Community Grocery and the Flavour People. You've gone a bit quiet. I need some more noise. Westwood Recruitment and Houlihan Loki. Keep going. Keep louder. Louder. Okay, it sounds a bit quiet over this side. Just because half the room's on stage now. Right. They're all on stage, so let's start the films.
Partnership between the Flavour People and Community Grocery came about because we are on the doorstep. We had popped in and seen what had sprung out of COVID. There was a real synergy between the two businesses. We both got that joint objective of helping more families feed themselves and cook for themselves.
The collaboration is much more than just a one-off. It's a long-term strategy. Together, we're going to be launching a new community grocery every year.
The Give a Shop campaign is something we came up with at the start of last year. We have a heritage brand which is called Flavour It. For every sachet that is sold, 3p of that goes directly to the community grocery store with the precise aim of helping to build more stores. We've done some volunteer days, volunteering here, working in the shops, helping bring some of our knowledge of cooking. We're doing some live cookery sessions here and also helping with a really great initiative called Love Where You Live.
It's a community that starts with transformation here in the community grocery, and then we believe can spill out and see whole areas transform, family by family. That's our big dream, and we're going for it.
Community is at the heart of everything we do. This is Westwood, not in our words, but in their words.
We've been working really closely with Westwood Recruitment, and we're absolutely delighted with everything that they've done to support us. They've donated a total of £35,000, so a variety of different initiatives, including the Big Give, 2 football tournaments, most importantly, work readiness programmes. This ensures that they can maintain consistency and momentum with a trusted member of staff over the course of their employability journey.
We're not a huge company, but we're in a position where we're able to give back.
Honestly, without Westwood, I literally wouldn't be walking today or having the huge positive impact that I am on our community. I'm so grateful for all of the support, both personally and professionally. Thank you.
Westwood have been absolutely brilliant with our football club.
Westwood is an amazing Build Salford member.
Thank you, Westwood.
We don't just fill roles, we fill real needs.
Because when business
and community
work together,
all city moves forward.
Empower is the charity that oversees Hideout Youth Zone in Gorton. We give thousands of young people somewhere safe to go, something positive to do, and someone trusted to talk to. We rely on our family of patrons to run and sustain our youth offer. Julian Loki is an extremely special founder patron, and they've been by our side from the very beginning. They've gone above and beyond their annual financial gift to raise even more money, volunteer time, and support our campaigns.
It's really important to us to engage with our local community and help. It's that direct impact piece. It's being able to come along and see what's happening and see the benefits that it's having, rather than just giving money and saying, all right, we've done our bit. It's really nice to come along and actually see the impact on young people's lives. It's quite normal for organisations to give money to a charity, but it's an arm's length transaction. It's almost like can be box ticking, whereas for us it's really important. As a founder patron, you feel like you're part of something, you feel like you're part of the fabric.
Okay, voting time again. So, start voting. Ready? Now. So I was just looking at the Raffle prizes. They're going to be coming out later. You've still got a bit of time left to buy raffle tickets. Over there. Millie in a very sparkly outfit. Some of them, here's a clue, some of them look delicious. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right, how are we doing? Yep. So, we're just going to fill in and let YouTube catch up. This award is being supported by Bid Food. And unfortunately, they can't be here tonight either. So, to announce the winner, please welcome another of my fabulous trustees on Mac's board, Bethany Adam.
please join me in congratulating Community Grocery and the Flavour people.
It's the longest one to wait out. We'll just take Keep it going. Fabulous. Thank you so much, folks. Thanks, Bethany. Right. Okay. Next one is social economy champion. Like I was saying, a thriving VCSE sector is part of the way places work. But one of the things that's less appreciated about what work we do is we're actually part of the economy. We don't just deliver services or run activities. We create value through running community buildings. If you noticed on the Europea video, there was some lovely shots of St Thomas Centre on there. Thanks for plugging that, guys. We create jobs. 32,000 people are employed in the voluntary sector in Manchester. And they work alongside 162,000 volunteers. So we have a huge workforce. We're employers. We offer training and skills development. We bring income into local communities, and it all goes, in the spending power that we've got. Evidence shows that the VCSE sector is actually better at spreading that spending economic benefit into our diverse communities than the mainstream economy. So actually, we're good just because of the way we use the money, not just what we use it on. And yet, although Manchester's economy is so successful, we know that there are still high levels of poverty, inequity, insecure, low-paid work. So while we're responding to the immediate effects of poverty and hardship, we have to create long-term change. And that's why we do this work on social economy, trying to change the way the economy works so that it eventually reduces poverty and inequity. We host the Manchester Social Economy Alliance, which is a partnership, collaboration again, designed to build a better economy in the city. And I'm delighted we're now working with colleagues across Greater Manchester on the Our Business initiative to accelerate all that around the city. So this award is about organisations who are great examples of this sort of thing, leading the way in a social approach to the economy. Maybe they trade and make a surplus but reinvest their profits into creating positive change. So the nominees are Manchester Football Association, Across and Unbound Programme CIC. Keep it going, come on. Yes, I'm getting some good noises over here. So this side of the room, you've got to beat what they're doing. Keep going. Keep going. There's still a lot of people to make it up to the stage. Keep going. Keep going. There's more to come. Right. We're going to give one last bit of noise to push. Right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! And let's start the films.
As part of the scheme, Manchester FA has partnered up with multiple sporting organisations across the city to establish donation points. At these donation points, members of the general public can donate their unwanted football gear, which we will then redistribute out to our grassroots community. Out of a population of over 2.8 million people in Greater Manchester, there are over 620,000 people who live below the poverty line. Because of this harsh reality, Manchester FA established our Bits and Boots scheme to ensure that those who are living in poverty can continue to enjoy the game of grassroots football across Greater Manchester. Last season, Manchester FA hosted 5 different Bits and Boots pop-up shops across Greater Manchester, and then finished the season with our flagship Great School Giveaway event at Abraham Moss Community School. Bits and Boots is only going from strength to strength, with its presence across Greater Manchester increasing by the day, and we only see this improving.
Across the world is doing a lot of fantastic projects in the community to mitigate cost of living crisis, to help the family to settle, to help the family to maintain peace and harmony.
We do a food hub every Friday where people come together. We distribute food for families who are just like struggling a bit. We both volunteer in the youth sector of across Umar. So what we do is we get children together, usually over summer, and we just do a lot of activities.
And we also plan a family days out. So for example, we might take them to Blackpool Beach.
We received a lot of feedback from the people that we help out. We're just putting that little push forward to help and support people who are really, really going through it right now.
Just want to improve of people where mental state, health issue, a little bit of exercise just to pump in your heart. If your heart is working, all the part of your organ too will be working.
We also host these workshops, so they can like range from a different range of activities, so like digital skills, baking skills.
And both courses built my confidence and I learned so much, and I like this course very much.
Unbound has made me feel more confident, has progressed a lot and made me move forward and think about the future. I love it very much.
Unbound program, founded by Gillian Alexander, is a community interest company helping survivors of modern slavery in Manchester transition into work and rebuild their lives with independence. Unbound provides upskilling courses, job training, coaching, and practical support free of charge in a safe, trauma-informed environment rooted in dignity and empowerment. Unbound's mission aligns with Manchester City Council's work and skills strategy, which sets out how we will use learning and employment to meet the Manchester vision of being a more highly skilled city. Unbound program, upskilling and empowering the marginalised.
Fabulous stuff. So, voting time again. So, start voting now. Everybody spot, you might have seen one of those videos before. That's all right. Recycling. It's using the same thing. It's good. Okay, let's see how we do. Need the trophy. Right, okay, everybody in the room should have finished voting, so how was the cheesecake? Was it any good? I haven't had any of it. Was it good? Was it good? Yeah? Okay, that's good. I can never eat during these things. I'm too nervous on stage. So, right, to announce the winner of the Social Economy Champion Award, as he's been writing them down all evening, Martin.
I'll get up, mate.
Woo!
Thank you. It's not just about me, by the way. So the winner of the Social Economy Champion Award is, and the recipient of a fantastic trophy held by the Mayor, across Umar.
Do you want some photo? Well done, folks. Well done. Well done. Fabulous. Do you get why I love what I do now? Right, next one, tackling inequalities. How are we doing for time? I need to do a check on this. Oh, yes, we're doing very well. Right, so this is one of the running themes we've had every year at the Spirit of Manchester Awards. One of our most fundamental roles is to promote equity, celebrate diversity, challenge discrimination. Manchester, I said it earlier, is a city with a proud history on this, but there is always more we can do to dismantle the things which create barriers, which marginalise people. We want those opportunities to be open to everybody. The city can provide so much. We need to make sure it's shared by everyone. So we asked for nominations of groups working on issues, one or more issues like race, disability, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, faith, other issues that people find creates discrimination because of the way our society runs at the moment. So please welcome the nominees from Contact Hostel, Irish Community Care Manchester, and African Rainbow Family. Keep going. These folks have got to come all the way from over there, so they need a bit more applause. Keep going. Nearly. Not quite finished yet. Right, let's start the films.
The team at Contact Hostel have been tackling inequalities for over 55 years by providing a safe home environment to teenage girls facing homelessness. From our 9-bedroom house in South Manchester, our team of dedicated support workers are on site 24 hours a day, ensuring our girls receive the support they need to thrive.
All residents at Contact are supported to access employment, education, or training. We also help them learn vital life skills like cooking nutritious meals, managing their finances, and doing their laundry.
Girls come to Contact from a variety of challenging backgrounds, and we do our best to make sure they build positive memories of their times with us, whether that's celebrating birthdays, arranging residential trips, or just making sure that we've got a listening ear for any emotional support they might need. With the support of our experienced team, we ensure that residents are given the opportunity to develop the skills they need to build a better life and break cycles of inequality.
Across the UK, Irish traveller families face significant inequalities. They experience the highest levels of health inequalities in the UK and face real barriers to accessing support and taking part in society. At Irish Community Care Manchester, we work with families, sites and professionals to help break down these barriers. We support families to navigate systems and take control of their own lives. One of our biggest achievements is securing over £300,000 of improvements to a local site to ensure culture is respected and living conditions improved. A key part of our work is cultural awareness training, designed to help professionals understand and respect the community's distinct culture. To date, over 250 professionals from grassroots charities to Greater Manchester Police and local authorities have taken part. Our mission is clear: to break down barriers, build trust and create a more inclusive Manchester, guided by our values of care, culture and community.
African Rainbow Family started when I thought we need grassroots organizations who would actually understand LGBTIQ plus people's issues from African perspective. We rely on volunteers in doing what we do. We have over 1,500 people that we support at any point in time. We do mental health support, we refer people to counseling that we pay for. We help people to get solicitors, and we also do some litigations to change the law. Here we support people in finding housing, in going back to education, in writing CV, employability issues, and interview techniques. We even go as far as buying clothes for people to go to the interviews. We are meeting to do our banners for the Manchester Pride because we are all gearing up. We want to enjoy ourselves. We just find joy amongst the LGBTIQ communities.
Okay, voting time again. So start voting now. So, this award is being supported by the Inclusion and Engagement team at Manchester City Council. I'm not sure, is anybody actually here? Oh, great, sorry, see it. So, to announce the winner, that's not Sarah, is it Karen? Savino, you just coming up on your... Right, so, to announce the winner, I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Safina Islam, from the Head of Inclusion and Engagement at the City Council. So, do you want to come up to the stage to announce the winner? Apologies as well, this one's listed in the brochure as being supported by the NHS. It was a bit of a comms mix-up, so thank you, Safina. How are we doing? Have we got a result? Great.
Good evening, and the winner is Contact Hostel.
Sorry about that. Hopefully, you've just seen that, speaking of tackling inequalities, we've just this week opened a new program called the Live Well Communities Fund. Thank you. There was much rejoicing. I'm just impressed. That's quite a record. 2 hours and 16 minutes before we mentioned Live Well. Colleagues in the room will know what that means. So this is a programme we've co-designed with the communities in North Manchester, so local residents, partners from the council, health service and so on, to tackle health and racial inequalities in North Manchester. So we want to encourage and support new and established grassroots community organisations led by global majority communities in the north of the city. So we've got a range of different grant sizes. It's all open now. Deadline's 30th of October, so get your applications in, and if you need support, we have an entire team ready and willing to help. All the details are on our website, but that's what I'm really proud of, because it's 6 months of proper co-design work and actually talking to people. That's the way stuff happens. Brilliant. So, next award is Volunteer Involving Organisation. This is about organisations. Obviously, it's important to encourage people to get involved, but it's also important to support and cherish those people who give their time and energy. Volunteering efforts very freely given, but it needs to be supported. That requires resources. All of you in the sector, colleagues, can join in. Volunteering is not free. It's given freely, but it costs. It brings costs with it, so we need to enable more people to have access to volunteering opportunities. As I always say, one of the most important roles in any charity or community group is the person who looks after the volunteers. This award highlights groups which set an example and keep the people who volunteer at the heart of what they do. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from, get ready to make some noise again, Levenshulme Inspire, the Booth Centre, and the LGBT Foundation. Keep the noise going. Keep the noise going. You're not done clapping yet. Keep going. Keep going. Lots more people still to come. Keep going. Right. Nearly there. Keep going. We're not stopping till everybody's on stage. There's some people at the back who aren't clapping. Keep going. Right. I think that's everyone on stage. Great. Let's start the films.
We are a community centre in the heart of Levenshulme. We support people in our community with a variety of different services and projects. From advice, food schemes, children's sessions and elderly groups, with our community cafe bringing everybody together. We celebrate their efforts promoting volunteering in the community and showing that by working side by side, we can make a real difference. We make every volunteer feel valued from recognising their contributions to creating opportunities for long-term growth. Many of our volunteers tell us they stay because they feel part of a team, connected, supported and appreciated. We work closely with each new person to ensure that their voices are heard in all our decisions and activities.
What made me want to volunteer at the bread and butter thing at Inspire, to help out my community and to meet new people and to make new friends.
Through their passion, our volunteers help bring our vision to life by supporting activities, sharing skills, or simply offering a friendly smile.
So the volunteering team here is incredible. It's such a wide array of people. We've got loads of people who come here religiously 2 to 3 times a week, have retired, maybe worked in a similar service, have an insane amount of experience, really relevant knowledge, and are so wanting to help and just support everyone else. And then you have people who have maybe never interacted with any kind of homeless organisation before, just kind of starting to get into it. And it's the same thing where, still, even though they don't have necessarily all the knowledge, there's still a dedication. And I think because everyone is constantly supporting each other, everything is done very collaboratively. 1,
it keeps me busy, and 2, I really enjoy coming to the booths, and the staff here have been really helpful to me over a period of time of me coming in, and have really helped me going forward with my life.
It's just a really, really amazing team, so supportive. And just really nice to be a part of. Yes.
We are one happy family. Soon as you come in, you can feel the warmth. It's a very comfortable environment.
What is Today LGBT Foundation began in 1975 as a helpline run by a group of volunteers.
Right from the start, from being in the counselling team 20 years ago, I've been included in things.
Everybody's giving their time, so we're all here for the same reasons.
And we're really honoured that a lot of people come to us looking to volunteer as a way of giving back.
We've got the monthly social events that we have, which are always great fun, so you get to meet volunteers that you wouldn't normally.
As well as our annual Volunteer Awards ceremony, where we recognise and celebrate the achievements of the volunteers.
I'm just one of the team. There's a lot of passion between all the people.
Passion and empowerment. It's everything that we do. It's everything that we are. And then feeling that we're able to make a difference.
Okay. So here we go with the voting again. So start voting now. How are we doing with the vote? Happy with that? Okay. I'm hoping... Oh, great. So everybody should have voted by now. So just while we're waiting for YouTube, I'm hoping soon... Oh, not quite there yet, but we should hopefully soon be able to announce a new round of our Volunteer Expenses Fund. So that's to pay grants to organisations so that you've got some money to pay to your volunteers for out-of-pocket expenses. Really, really proud we've been able to run that for a few years. So, to announce the winner of this award, I'd like to invite to the stage another of my amazing trustees, Daniel Taylor. I say my trustees like I own them. They own me, if anything.
I'm thrilled to announce that the Volunteer Involving Organisation winner is the Booth Centre.
Fantastic. So many brilliant stories, and there's no real winners or losers in this. It's everybody is amazing. Next category is volunteering team. This award celebrates teams of volunteers, that's the clues in the title, who come together collaboratively to deliver fantastic work as a group. Collaboration, again, it's a theme I keep coming back to. People pooling their skills and their talents to work together on a shared cause. So much stuff happens through collaboration. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from Village Angels. Keep clapping. MASH. And the Space Group Manchester. Keep clapping. They've got to make it all the way up here. Should we come around? Yeah, okay. Not everybody's on stage yet. Keep clapping. I'm going to start naming people. Bit more noise. Bit more. Nearly there. Okay. One or two more. And fab. Let's see some films.
And what were you doing on Saturday night? This is what we were up to.
The Village Angels is a nighttime safety project that has been running since 2011 around the historic gay village in Manchester city centre.
We provide first aid, directions, help people get reunited with their friends.
In a year, we have over 18,000 interactions and have been out every single weekend consistently for the last 3 years.
And we just try and make it a really welcoming and safe space for everybody.
You never know what situation you're going to be faced with on any given night, constantly adapting to change. So we will be constantly feeding into Greater Manchester Police and to the ambulance service.
It's an honour and a privilege to be able to help people in some very vulnerable moments. And we're here as a presence of kindness and safety.
The women who access MASH face stigma. MASH is somewhere where they don't face that. There's no judgment. They don't have to answer questions. They can just be safe and fed and warm.
The whole point of the van is to get out into the 2 beats. And we're going where the women are working. And we've got harm reduction things on the van.
It's lovely getting to meet new people and getting to give a helping hand.
Volunteering means a lot to me. I come from a nursing background and I got breast cancer, and MASH was just a massive part in my recovery and giving me a reason to be somewhere, giving me the scratching my nerves itch of caring for people and being there for people, and yeah, has helped get my life back on track.
The Space Group supports SEND families in Manchester from many of our most deprived areas. The group started due to a mum's mission to make things better and provide a safe space for SEND parents and families run by SEND parents. What started as a small support group in North Manchester is now a citywide voluntary support service. Parents come through the door that first time, often broken. exhausted, and not knowing where to turn. Our volunteers fix that. They support, they give knowledge, they offer opportunities, and they empower our families to want and achieve more. We stand by their side when things are tough, and we celebrate by their side when they're winning, when their children are thriving as they should rightfully be.
Just want to say a big thank you to Space for supporting me not only as a parent carer but also through both of my cancer diagnosis. You do this with brilliant outreach work, your community drop-ins are legend, and you're always messaging me just to see if I need anything and how am I doing. I really appreciate you, Space, you are brilliant.
Right, so it's voting time, so start voting now. Last call for the raffle, by the way. If anybody still hasn't bought tickets, I've been told we've passed £1,700, which is pretty amazing. Thank you everybody who's bought tickets. If you want to keep adding to that, you've got a minute or two left to do it. Is it done? Oh no, Val, there she is. She's waving. She's waving. She's encouraging people to buy more raffle tickets. Seriously. That big stack of prizes over there. So, we're done with voting. Thank you very much, everyone. So, just while we fill in waiting for YouTube. So this award is supported by Townhouse Lettings, but in a running theme of the evening, they're unable to be here tonight. So to announce the winner, guess who? I'm going to bring up another of Mac's Board of Trustees. Please welcome Charles Kwako-Adoy.
So obviously they're a volunteering team. They don't get paid for what they do. So drum roll. And I'm delighted to announce the winner is Space Group Manchester. Doesn't matter. Fab. I was just thinking when we were watching that, the way the films are now so sophisticated with all the flashy effects on them and everything. When we first started doing this, we used to have to lend people these big clunky video cameras and then try and edit them together and train people on how to use them. And now everybody can do these amazing things on their phones. It's fabulous. All of those films will go onto our YouTube channel on a playlist. All the ones going back years are on there. Our YouTube channel is amazing. It's full of like brilliant, inspiring stories, and obviously, you know, celebrates so much stuff that we've highlighted over the years, and you can see all that. I just sometimes dip into it to cheer me up a bit if I'm feeling a bit down. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Here's a big one. I know there's a lot of interest in this. There always is. Volunteer of the Year. The best bit of the work that we do at Mac is the amazing people that we meet who are doing fantastic things in our community, often with little or no recognition. I said earlier, 162,000 people in Manchester take part in volunteering and giving their time, energy and skills. If you think about the size of Manchester's population,
That's about 20%. And that's as well as all the other stuff that goes on, social action in communities, proper community heroes. I wish we had a stage big enough to fit all 162,000 on, but we don't. So, here are a few examples. Please give a massive round of applause for Tahira Kanam, Paul Arnold, and Wade Al-Nazir. Keep going, keep clapping while they make their way up here. They so deserve it. Keep going. I think everybody's bringing some friends up. That's good. It's collaboration. Right. Are we all on? Great. Let's roll the films.
We feel she worked so hard with all of us here that I feel, myself personally, that I feel she deserved this award.
Hi, my name is Tahira Khanum. I am the founder of Better We CIC. I am working volunteering at Better We since 2021 August. It's been nearly 4.5 years.
Tahira is community-minded and soft-skilled person. She created so many activities without much funding.
I am not just there to work as a volunteer. I am there to fill up any gaps. Even sometimes I have to write the bid application if no one is available.
Thanks to Better We and Tahira, I have gained lots of skills such as confidence, teamwork, public speaking and resilience.
Tahira always have a lot of plans, and her kindness and her willing to give it to the people is really amazing.
And I hope she will do more because she has the mindset and desire to help people beyond any differences.
Any kind of awards, rewards, it will bring more confidence. It will help us to feel that we are beyond our level. So I think we'll just fly, fly, fly. There will be no limit in our sky.
I attend many of the sessions, and one of my favourite ones is the creative writing. Paul, he hosts it, and he's amazing, and he gives us all topics and different things, and we have a time frame, and we're all unique individuals. A lot of us don't know each other, but we have a safe place. We feel on a level with each other. There's no expectation. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but most of us really enjoy it.
What better time than Mood Swings' 25-year anniversary to celebrate our longest-standing volunteer? With us since the charity's inception, using his background as a psychology lecturer in Manchester to continue serving the community in a variety of roles. From working on our helpline to one-to-one mentoring and facilitating our much-loved creative writing group. We thank you, Paul, for all that you have done.
I arrived to the UK 7 years ago. I started doing volunteering, also meeting people who are migrants and they don't have language skills. I realized the need for representing these people and for helping people from underrepresented communities, especially women. So when we empower these women and encourage them to be involved in, for example, like the Save the Children project, these women increase their confidence. For example, one of the women shared some cooking in English, and she was so confident and proud that she did this for the first time. In our organization, we have been doing a lot about outdoor activities, about planting, learning about biodiversity and climate change, visiting new green places, doing activities in parks, volunteering. It's not only about giving, it's also about gaining and improving skills and making friends and improving mental health as well.
Okay, this is your last vote for this evening, so make it a good one. Start voting now. Has everybody voted? Okay, everybody should have voted by now, so just while we wait for YouTube to catch up, I want to say something very quickly about volunteering. Voluntary means by choice. You can't force somebody to be a volunteer. It can't be compulsory. If somebody's giving it their skills and time for free, call it volunteering. Don't call it anything else. Max supports the Keep Volunteering voluntary campaign. We refuse to take part in any schemes which force people into so-called volunteering in order to keep things like their welfare entitlements and stuff like that. And we ask everybody in the voluntary sector and the public sector to do the same. So I think we should be getting ready for a result. So to announce the winner, our supporters from Wythenshawe Community Housing Group are here, I believe. So we should have Executive Director of Transformation and Resources, Shahida Latif Haider, and Head of Community and Neighbourhood Development, Victoria McDowell.
Delighted to announce the winner as Paul Arnold.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Paul. Do you want a hand? You okay? Right, you have done voting. That was the last award on which you're voting, because the next one, our final award of the evening, is picked outright by the judges. This award, I always fill up at this moment, this award is for somebody who embodies all that's best about our sector. Enthusiasm, creativity, bringing people together, always doing more. It's named in memory of the winner 10 years ago, Dr. Sylvia Sham, who was Chief Exec at YIN Society for many years, a friend, an inspiration and a force of nature who left us sadly far too soon. A reminder that it's important to celebrate people who inspire us while we have the opportunity. So to announce the winner, I'm delighted to welcome the Deputy Leader of Manchester City Council, Councillor Joanna Midgley.
So some of you have been looking towards the back of the booklet. You might already know this. I'm delighted to announce that the Dr. Sylvia Sham Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Voluntary Sector winner is Alan Kwan.
Come on, more noise, more noise. Let's make a big fuss. This guy has made such a difference. We'll start the film, by the way. Nearly forgot
Around
that
20 years ago, Alan came to the YIN Luncheon Club and joined our day trip in summertime. He liked dancing. I invited him to be our volunteer. to lead our dancing group until now.
Alan's passion for dancing not just bring people joy, but also boost others' mental well-being. Participants in dancing group can have fun, chat with others in Chinese, extend their social network, and break isolation.
Alan always encouraged people to dancing and keep moving. He let me see that dancing can make people have a good memory and more healthy, because he can remember different dancing steps with different songs. Last year, he and Wai Yin dancing group to join the Keep Greater Manchester Moving Conference. He also teaches the live dancing in age-friendly Manchester Christmas party. Celebrate with the community, brings community together.
Hi, Alan. Congratulations, 恭喜晒. I just want to say you are my role model. I wish I reach your stage. I still can serve in Wai Yin and serve in the community. But you're telling me it's an age without limits. And congratulations for all your hard work to our Wai Yin, to our service. And 恭喜晒. Thank you. Thank you.
Styled it out as a dance move. Styled it out. Blimey.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've already done a speech, but stood on this stage watching all you people in the room receiving awards, it makes me very proud to be the Lord Mayor of the city and classed as #1 citizen of Manchester. That means I represent you, and it gives me a great privilege to do that. And tonight in this room, every one of you is the winners. Everyone who's here are sponsors, people nominated for awards, people who support people who are nominated for awards. And the voluntary sector, a lot of the stuff that goes on in Manchester wouldn't happen if it wasn't for volunteers. So I think you should all give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you very much for supporting our city, our people, and our residents.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I know it means an awful lot to a lot of us to hear those words. Thank you so much. Right, and now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I am finally going to shut up. Right, who cheered? Right, so it's time for the raffle. It's time for the raffle prizes. You've all been waiting far too long. And who else could I possibly hand this over to you but the Deputy Chief Exec of MAC, Mr. Martin Preston.
Thank you, Mike. Do I get an award? Nothing at all. Have we got staff who are going to be runners? We need some runners in terms of moving the prizes, because the prizes come to you. You don't go to the prizes. I just want to quickly say, I always do this, but I really mean it, because nobody does it. And can we put our hands together for Mike? I'd never say after 13, this is the 13th one, that I get bored of hearing the same old stuff over and over and over again. But he is fantastic anyway. Also, as I've got the mic, I'm going to do this very rapidly, because my daughter Grace and her fiancé, they got engaged last week, so they're watching online from Barnard Castle. Anybody knows where that is? Grace and Danny, I love you both. And Jax the dog, who apparently is my grandson. Okay, we're off. Prize-wise, we've got some fantastic prizes, or we did have, but the staff snaffled all the best ones, so we're just left with this lot. I'm going to kick off with, now, the guy who basically donated this pair of socks, Ukrainian socks. He describes himself, this was his descriptor, as an incredibly handsome, intelligent, funny, and allowed to write his own descriptor. Jez Myers, if you don't know who he is there. Pair of socks, great for everybody as long as you're a size 9.5 to 10.5. But they are fantastic, by the way. I've never seen a pair of socks with capybaras, apparently the biggest rodent in the world, from South America, and some of them have got oranges on their heads. So, who's got the box? Where's Pauline? Have we got a first ticket, please? Yeah, Jez. He'll pull his own number out here. Watch this. Orange 470. Do we have a winner? There you go. Moving on, prize number 2. This is the Chill Factor Snow Centre, and it's a £25 voucher. This is the one near the Trafford Centre. Next ticket, please. The Lord Mayor's going to pull this out. Orange 81. On that table over there. Helen, thank you. Right, now we've got, this is a double header, I'll call it that. This is a £20 gift voucher from Noops, which is apparently the most amazing chocolate drinks in Manchester. And there's also, it's on Cross Street, and there's also a £10 voucher for First Street Bagel. That's very close to us in St Thomas Centre. And they do, I just wanted to say this, they do egg and avocado smash, smoked salmon and cream cheese, and they also do a flying bagel. It's a plain one. I apologise. Next ticket. Orange 157. Do we have an orange 157? On that table over there, please. Connor. Right, we've now got Treasure Hunt Manchester. It's a voucher for 6 people. This is the one where you go around Manchester and you ponder cryptic clues, etc. Next ticket. Orange 216. Orange 216. Do we have a winner? Orange 216. On that table, yeah? On that table over there, is that right? Oh, yeah, table 13. Right, this is the one that everybody wants to know, isn't it? No, it's not Mike. Every year, Mike here, he donates something. And if you didn't know, he needs a round of applause for this, by the way. For over 60 years, he's been collecting obscure, strange, and often lost for a reason TV programs and films. And this is what he's donated. We've got 60 years, mate. You're over 78, aren't you? Blake 7. Anybody remember that? No. It's a sci-fi classic, full series. My favourite one is he's also thrown in Penda's Fen. Penda's Fen is a film that tells the story of a young Stephen, the vicar's son, who is obsessed with the music of Elgar. The play looks at the mystical pagan past and spirituality, sexuality, and the natural landscape. Sounds a bit mucky to me. Is it, Mike?
So, Penda's Fen was an edition of Play for Today in the 1970s. The best thing about it is you watch the film and then try to work out what the hell it is you've just watched. So the conversations you have after it are amazing. So it's 2 prizes for the price of 1.
And luckily, it also comes with a bottle of vodka liqueur, because you might need that. It's very berry, and thanks to Val for donating that. So then you won't know what's going on. Can we have a ticket, please? Green 163. Green 163. Can anybody see anybody who's got green 163? No? Oh. Mike nearly won it back. Right, are we going again then? Can I have another ticket, please? Pauline. Nobody wants it. Somebody has got that ticket. They said, I don't want that. It's rubbish. Blue 55. Blue 55 on table 14. Oh, Adrian Ball. Right, next prize. This is for the Royal Exchange Theatre. It's 2 tickets to watch, I cannot say this, but Dancing at Luganster. It's basically a play about 5 Monday sisters in rural County Donegal, I do apologise, in 1936. Can I have a ticket, please? Blue 168. This table. Table 27. This is an easy one. This is prize number 7. This is for an all-in-one choice digital voucher for £25. It's one of them that you can spend anywhere in all the high street stores. Can I have a ticket, please? Orange 291. Orange 291. This is the £25 voucher. Sandra on the table that Cheryl's just pointed to, which I think is number 6. Okay, this is for a voucher for free. It's a free voucher for off-peak 5-a-side football pitch session, apparently at Power League. No idea what that means. Who's going to win this? Blue 46. Blue 46. Is it Kieran? Do you play football, Kieran? Oh, he said he's incredible. Should have signed for Manchester United, apparently. Right, this is for the Trafford Golf Centre, a voucher for a family ticket for Dino Falls Adventure. Can I have a ticket, please? Green 56. Green 56. Table 31. Okay, we've now got, this is for Creatures Comedy Club, and it's 2 tickets for an early bird show and also a First Street Bagel lunch voucher for a £10. If you do want to go, I'm not sure what's on, but we do have a resident comedian called Richard. Here he is. He's in training, everyone. And apparently, when he's fully trained, he has to do 1 comedy session. So all the staff are going, but everybody's invited to come along. It's going to be incredible. Up to now, he only knows jokes about my hometown, Wigan. Pull out a ticket, please. Blue 177. Blue 177. Table 22. This isn't a raffle prize, but I've just been asked, has anybody got any jump leads? Because somebody needs their car starting on the car park. Oh, we're sorted. We have a winner, Cheryl. Yeah. Don't go starting anything on your way out. That's terrible. The Manchester Aquatic Centre is the next one. Have we done that one? No, we've not. This is a voucher for a free family swim. Ticket, please. Orange 442. Table 7. Okay. 53-2 Theatre. This is 2 tickets to watch Whitewater and a bottle of Prosecco. It's on between the 29th and the 7th of October and the 7th of November, and it is a chillingly intimate and darkly funny. Whitewater is a bold and haunting debut play about shame, fear, and buried secrets that sing under the static of the radio. Who fancies that? Ticket, please. Orange 541. Orange 541. Did I see your hand? Yeah, table 33. We've now got, this is from the open kitchen, it's a bottle of English champagne, because you're not allowed to call it champagne, are you? It's called, don't laugh, Bologna Bubbly Brut. And for those who are more interested in the key factor of drinking alcohol, and I'm looking at you, Tracy, it's 14% proof, yeah? And you also get a bottle of truffles, a box of truffles. A bottle would be better. Can I have a ticket? Orange 388. Orange 388. On that table. We've now got 2 tickets for standard rail travel from Avanti West Coast. It's not as bad as it sounds because it means you can go anywhere from London to Edinburgh, Glasgow, Liverpool, and even Bangor. That's on the line. Didn't they have a lovely time? Can you pull out the ticket, please? Blue 406. I apologize, 106. Blue 106. We've now got Planet Ice, which is, as I remember it, as Altrincham Ice Rink. Anybody else? A VIP family of 4 pass. I have no idea what VIP means. Can you pull out a ticket, please? Orange 277. Orange 277. Table 6 again, is that right? Table 6. What's that? Is that the one before? Factory? I've not got that one. That's not on my list. Shall I do the next one? Apologies, I've not even got this one on my list. It's that good. So, this is Factory International. 2 tickets to a light room experience. Ticket, please. Go on, Pauline. TikTok. Orange 423 for a light box experience. Table 20. We're getting close. Right, next. This is from 200 Degrees, and it's a voucher for a 3-hour beginner barista course. It's worth £89, apparently. Can I have a ticket? Orange 424. You're going to be a barista. Orange 424. If you won again, is that the second time? Table 20. We've had this one before, but it's a £20 Noops voucher. That's the chocolate, hot chocolate related drinks, and also another £10 voucher for First Street Bagel. Ticket, please. Blue 45. Oh, he's generous, isn't it? Mike won that one. We're going again. Next ticket, please. Do you not fancy a hot chocolate? Orange 29. Orange 29. Are we going again? We might be. Orange 29, last time. No? Go again. That's not one of mine. Green 75. Green 75. Far table. Table 2, I think. Okay. This is 2 tickets to a show of your choice at the Band on the Wall. I had a look at what was coming up, and you know when you feel a bit older because I didn't recognize anything. I just wanted to read a few because they got me. Night Shift and Salsa Chabasco. Dutty Moonshine Big Band and the Amen Sage. Mr. Scruff, Metrodome, and MC Quasi, Keep It Unreal Afternoon Tea Party. And there was also Jeffrey Lewis and the Voltage and Sergeant Buzzfuzz. Anybody know any of those? They're all great. They're going to be fantastic. Mr. Scruff, yeah, we've given his tickets out before. Can we have a ticket, please? Blue 86. Blue 86. Table 34. Right, this is the next prize is from Castlefield, the Thoughtful Investor, and it's a free virtual 1-hour financial guidance session for either a charity or an individual. So if you've got money to invest, fantastic. If you haven't, then just pretend. Can I have a ticket, please? Orange 170. Orange 170. Orange 170. Is it on table 1? Yeah? Table 1, please. You didn't donate it, did you? Do it again. We're going again. Another ticket. Orange 444. Far table. Table 31. Okay. This one is from Grub MCR. 2 food and drinks vouchers and 2 tickets to their independent cinema. You'll like this, Mike. It's in Cheetham Hill, and the selection of films that are coming up. The Wolfman, 1941. Hundreds of Beavers, I do apologize, 2024. Destroy All Monsters, this is Japanese, from 1969. Did you see him then? He got excited. He's seen that one. And on the 17th of October, this is my favourite, there's a double bill. The Class of Newcombe High and Surf Nazis Must Die. Sounds great. Have you got those in your collection, mate? Ticket, please. Orange 211. Orange 211. On table 15, is it? That one. That's a lovely gesture. Mike, have you got somebody who'll actually go with you, though, Mike? That's the question everybody wants to know. Have you? Not me. Actually, I don't, yeah. Hundreds of Beavers. I do apologise. Now we're doing, we've got Fred Aldous, which you didn't know is a fantastic art and craft shop on Lever Street that everybody knows. It is amazing. £25 gift voucher. Ticket, please. Orange 410. Anybody into craft? Orange 410. This table here. Right. We've now got the one that everybody definitely wants. It's a £20 Greg's voucher. There's also a bonus. Did you hear Val then? You can hear from. There's also a bonus, which is a box of Greg's cakes. 2 boxes of cakes. Woo! Worth over 56 pence. I don't know. I love working this out anyway because it changes every year. But £20 if you're just buying sausage rolls, it equates to, because they're £1.65 for the meat version, 12.12 rolls. If you go for the vegan sausage roll, Mike's a fan. Where's Zara? There she is. You'd be a fan of that, wouldn't you? 16 rolls. Imagine that. They used to be about 40 pence each, didn't they? Unbelievable. But anyway, who's going to be the most popular person and take everybody for a sausage roll? Can we have the ticket, please? Orange 483. Orange 483. Table 30. How many of them are? Yeah, that's about 5 sausage rolls each, I think, there. And the final one, well, it's not the final one, I do say, in terms of the raffle. This one is for a Manchester United signed football with a compliment slip for authentication purposes. It hasn't been out the bag. It's certainly not been in the back of the net. I've been told that it's worth £50, but we've thrown in a sheet of sandpaper. So if you sandpaper everything off, it's probably worth about 100. And the winner is Green 83. I hope you're a Man United fan. Are you a Manchester United fan, sir? He's not admitting it, is he? Even he is. Are we doing the final one now? Mike referenced this before, but every single year we've done this, we call it a night in. And it's basically a box, yeah? Everybody's name who attended today, so it's nothing to do with your raffle ticket. Goes into that, and it's going to be pulled out now. And you are going to win. It's a voucher for Netflix. You can watch any film you like. You can watch Hollywood classics, or you can even watch something that Mike might like. But also, you've got all sorts of, there's drinks in there, snacks, you know, popcorn, the lot. And the winner is Angela Harrington. Where are you, Angela? Can we take the fabulous box? That concludes it, but Mike wants to say a few words, of course. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for all the money. As you know, it goes to a great cause. It's all distributed back to organisations in Manchester. Here he is.
Thank you, Martin. Right. That's it. You can all go home now. I just want to say, since we started these awards in 2013, we've shared hundreds and hundreds of stories. So I just want to thank everybody who's been part of that. On behalf of the staff and trustees at MAC, a huge thank you to our guest of honour, the Lord Mayor of Manchester, our venue partners, Sheridan, our wonderful media partners that we've had working with us this evening, our photographers, brilliant stuff. That you can see that everybody's been up on their feet all night photographing stuff, the judges, the filmmakers, all our award supporters. Please give a huge round of applause to my amazing colleagues at MAC, because they made all of this happen, especially Cheryl, who's brilliant leading us through it, and all the people who aren't here this evening. All of the award supporters, all of the raffle supporters, all of you for buying tickets, all of the effort that you've made in joining in tonight on this night of all nights. We really appreciate it. Thank you to every single one of the staff and volunteers in so many amazing organisations. We will share more stories next year. Stay strong, stay together, be defiantly kind. Thank you and a safe journey home. Good night.